The finals, Huffulufugus seeking CTM Masters victory number 1. Pixelandy seeking to become a repeat CTM Masters champion. Record-setting performance from Andy in his semifinal. Huff has quite a hill to climb. Let us count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is Huff's first appearance in CTM Masters Finals, I believe. And you'll see that, of course, Huffulufugus was the runner-up in the 2021 CTWC, which happened online. And Pixelandy was the runner-up in the 2020 CTWC. That happened online. So it's almost like a second chance championship for our 2 runner-ups in CTWC the last couple of years. Pretty good. And both of our multi-time CTM champions going out in the semifinals to give each of these players an opportunity for a milestone. Guys are saying Andy should use the prize money to buy a gaming chair. Well, I don't know. He seems pretty comfy in that rocking chair, I'll tell you. All right, dirty triple for Huff down the middle of the stack, opening up the well on the right side. Bang Tetris for Huff, 87,000. And 140 for Pixelandy. Don't forget our great CTM merchandise. Oh my God, you can buy things that say CTM on it. In the chat, use the merch command. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go to ctm.gg/merch, which is MERCH. Pick up some cool CTM swag and support the channel. Now we're gonna get some more designs up there. Tell us what you want. What kind of merch do you want? Maybe your wish will come true. 211 for Pixelandy, 137 for Huffulufugus. Tetris says, I will buy merch when a zipper jacket is on there. Should we try to become like an actual lifestyle brand? We're not really a Tetris tournament. We're more of a lifestyle brand. I mean, that's kind of what the what are those guys? Oh my God, their name is not in my head at the moment. Two Set Violin, right? They're trying to become more, not a YouTube channel, but a lifestyle brand. 236 Huffulufugus, 349 for Pixelandy. All right, that's it. CTM lifestyle brand. Any day now. All right, Huff working at the top of the stack. There's another frame drop. Love it. It's really annoying. We gotta figure that part out. Tetris for Huff, 276. 464 Pixelandy. Huff building one row off the bottom. All right, there we go. 327 Huff after Tetris, 511 for Pixel Andy. So almost 190,000 point lead for Andy. And actually Andy back by, 6 to 10 lines in pace as well. Tetris says CTM the musical when? Well, I mean, actually, you joke, but I was just followed on Twitter by someone who is making Tetris the musical. So apparently they're making a musical out of the origin story of Tetris. All right, Huff. All right, he's going to get a long bar over to the right. That'll bring his stack down and out of danger a little bit. Take a couple of burns. And looking for a long bar for the left. That'll bring a single. Yeah, I guess it's in London, so that's something to look out for if you're in London. Oh, Huff's board is a mess here on 19. And can he burn his way out of this? Some smart flat burn there. 636 transition for Andy. Huff trying to burn his way out of danger. This is getting complicated, and you get the wrong round of pieces, and you're just toast. But he appears to be burning his way out of it. Oh, beautiful J for the left side. He's almost open. This is truly a when you think it's over moment. And what a dig from Huff. Still not out of the woods yet. Just get the wrong run of pieces. I mean, it's just really the one wrong piece at the wrong time. And if you don't quite know what to do with it, that could be it. Oh, and there's a couple of long bars for Huff, and that is going to open his board back up. He's clean. He's still a bit high, and he gets the Tetris over. What survival from Huffulufugus. He's still a little bit high, but there it is. Another Tetris, 513. The dig of the stream for Huffulufugus. What concentration. And holy moly, 787 for Pixel Andy. Huff now ahead in lines by about 2 levels worth from that high dig. Bang Tetris for Huff. And he's going to fill in column 8 instead of going for the Tetris. No problem. He gets the Tetris anyway. Not sure that placement for Huff there. Probably should have set up for the Tetris, but God, you just got to recover mentally from what you just did. 885 Pixel Andy Bank Tetris for Huff. 681. And another one from Huff. 748. So he's back by 140,000 points. Huff is. But again, he's ahead by 20 lines. So it's a much bigger pace for Andy. Again, with post 29 play is a little bit less important. But still, you do not want to have to make up all those extra points if you don't have to. But he has to. And Pixel Andy going dirty here. Huff is into 29 at 871, back from Andy by about 70,000 points. That's 2 Tetrises. And now that you're into 29, all that pace stuff goes out the window. And you just got to stay alive, keep scoring. Andy at 952, setting up center well here on 28. Huff needs to not top out. Is the number one thing. Andy, a little bit of danger here. And he's going to transition to 29 high and may not be able to do anything. Andy going to top out at 959. So Huff is in Chasedown territory. Needs 44,000 points to chase down. Needs 960 is the target. 960 is the target. And, you know, you think, okay, well, this is something that's pretty easy, but I mean, it's not easy at all. I mean, he makes it look easy. So 960 is the target. And he's just singling and doubling, knows the situation. He does not need to go for anything risky. And there's the 960 in the chase down for Huffulufugus, and game one. GG's for Huffulufugus. So there you go. Andy, you get a little bit too high on the board. 27 and 28. Not able to bring it back down. And topped out early. And this is kind of one of those lessons where it's like, okay, in this competitive situation, you do not want to put yourself in a position where you don't have 29 available. All right, there we go. Huff getting the max out just for the exclamation point on the end of that chase down. Huff up 1-0 in our finals. All right, Huff says ready, and there's a Hover 3 Pixel Andy. Game 2, Huff up 1-0. Let's go. 3-2-1 Tetris. And yeah, I mean, it really puts into you know, I mean, that dig by Huff was crucial. I mean, that was really the dig of the day. I mean, that's a kind of a tournament-winning dig right there. You know, if these matches are at all close, then you know, you could look at that and say, well, that was the thing that won it, right? But of course, you don't want to get ahead of yourself. But that is definitely the kind of thing where you just want to stay alive long enough to be able to chase down if you are behind, and he did it. Timmy Kim with the tier 1 sub, 7 months. Thank you so much. Huff has yet to win a CTM. Andy has not won one in the big prize pool era. Though he did take home a pretty good purse for 2020. And I think for coming in second in the DAS tournament as well. All right, there we go. Andy got to bring this stack down. And bang, Tetris 163. Schroeder's Dog 99 gifting a tier 1 sub to Grublins. Is that Grublins? Enjoy your subscription, Grublins. Thank you, Schrodinger's Dog. Tetris for Andy, 233, and another one, 256. O-Tuck there. And a nice J to get Tetris ready. And bang, Tetris for Andy. There's a T for the T hole, and bang, Tetris. 302 for Pixel Andy, 219 for Huffulufugus. And Huff, of course, a top 4 finisher in the 2021 ESWT BBWC. Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears World Championship. So semifinalist there. So really an all-around gamer. And some news on that. I think we're just given some of the recent issues I've had there and just not able to put the time into it and illness and things like that. We're going to have to postpone yet again our 2022 ESWT BBWC. We'll try to work on a schedule that works for everybody. I would expect during the summer or maybe during CTWC. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. 377, Pixel Andy, 341 for Huffulufugus. Andy's board chock full of aminos and needs to take a burn at some point. The burn is the Tetris. That's pretty good. Tetris for Huff, 364, backed by 2 Tetrises. There's the O-Tuck for Andy. Wow, Pace says, Andy, how often do you do Monday Night Chasedown? It's been a few months. I'm not yet at the point where I can be full-time streamer. If I could, you know, if that was a thing, then I'd probably do it every Monday or a couple times a month or something. But okay, Huff, that left side, he's going to need something for the right immediately. He cannot burn, and he's going to top out 373. Early top out on 19 for Huff. A little too aggro. Couldn't get the bar over to the left. Pixel Andy is good and earns heart. Number 1 on his side, and what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. GG's. All right, 2 ready players. Game 3. What was once a best of 5, as I already said, is now a best of 3. Blah, 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 blah. Huffulufugus, Pixel Andy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What is a I don't even know. What is a perfect 18? All right, T-spin there for Huff. There you go. Get a T-spin before you even make your first Tetris. That's pretty good. Board. And there's Pixel Andy with his first Tetris, setting up kind of a delayed overhang thingamabobber. $753. Oh, okay. Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, 3,000 pushdown points would be a lot. 752, 400 is 0 burns. There you go. Well, yeah, maybe you can get some triple right after 19. That's Vandy math for you. I did not go far in math in school. Although I like math. So I don't know, man. Should I go learn math? Maybe I'll go relearn or learn all the math that I was supposed to learn. That seems fun. Like if I get a math tutor and just go as far as I can. Tetris for Andy, 149, 144 for Huffulufugus. People asking the name of this song. And it is Methods Mad Science Remix. What is it? Methods? Yeah. There you go. It's from the Flexstyle Remix. ctm.gg/flexstyle if you want to support the artist and own music. Imagine owning music. All right, 227 Pixel Andy, 216 now 239 for Huffulufugus. All right, Tetris for Huff, 266, 252 for Pixel Andy. So Huff up by about 2/3 of a Tetris. Going to tack on another Tetris. Pixel Andy, kind of a high column 9, but going to take care of that. No problem. Tetris. Pixel Andy in the lead at 345. Huff getting Tetris ready, keeping the well open. Pixel Andy gonna Tetris 368. Huff, a little bit of a mini drought, finally getting the Tetris though, 349. Andy gets another one. All right, kind of Andy setting up the T-tuck with that O-piece. Love it. And delayed burn for Andy. But yeah, they're getting no great pieces here and a little bit of a drought for Andy. Finally going to open up the right side again. Huff back into the lead, 418. He's going to get another Tetris, 441. And finally a well-timed long bar for Andy with a Tetris. All right, Tetris Huff, 488, 471. Pixel Andy. And a Tetris for Andy. So back into the lead and score ahead, a few lines ahead as well, though. There's Huff with a Tetris 513, trading the score back and forth, as you do. Andy kind of avoiding taking doubles to burn here, but eventually gonna have to take some burns anyway. Bang, Tetris for Andy into 19 at 524. 537 for Huff, still on 18. One Tetris to go. There is that Tetris, 561 on 19 for Huffulufugus. It is game 3. It is a crucial game. You'd much rather be ahead 2-1 than behind 1-2. And Andy's board not super accommodating here, so this could get tricky if he gets the run of wrong pieces and the game decides to just put a bunch of S's and Z's on top of Andy's board. And now he is scrambling a bit, still low enough that it's dealable with. All right, looks like Andy may be able to bring this down. Yeah, didn't get the T-spin. Shouldn't cost him too much. Uh, 603 Andy, 731 for Huffulufugus. Andy finally able to bring this all down. Pumpy with the online facts. Andy and Huff have played 13 times before. Andy leading those meetings 8-5. So this is almost certainly their highest stakes meeting. Huffulufugus maybe playing a little too perfect here. And now his board is kind of a mess. Oh no, and those S's the game is dropping on Huff's board. Cannot do much with them, so that is a problem. That long bar will help a lot with a split double for Huff. 758, Andy with a problem of his own with a spire in the middle of his stack. The game just dropping S's onto Huff. And now with the Z's. Every placement critical here for Huff. We saw a big survival dig earlier, and he's going to survive this one as well. 784 for Huffulufugus. Pixel Andy with a nice low board going into 28. Huff still has the lead, back by about 5 lines. Bang, Tetris for Huff with the survival, and then the Tetris and another one. So we'll head into 29 with a lead. And there is a Tetris into 29 for Huff, 929. 819 for Andy. And now Huff's job here to stay ahead of Andy. Andy will need to play slightly, well, I mean, you want to say more aggressive, but in a way also needs to survive. So really just shockingly trying to score more points than Huff before they top out. Imagine that. Andy going for the Tetris. He'll get that Tetris. 878. Huff still in the lead. 955. The left side for Huff. Messed up. Gets a long bar over. And he's going to have to fix this. He's getting the pieces to fix it. There's a long bar in the long bar hold for a double. That'll help a lot. Huffulufugus back down to safety. There's a triple. 979. We've seen Andy already go over 2 million points in this competition in a game. And build for Tetrises. There's the max out for Huff. AO2, 921 for Pixel Andy. Delayed burn kind of set up there for Andy. It's going to work out. He's trying to set up for a Tetris. He's going to have to take it all back down again. $9.49 Andy. A24 Huffulufugus. And you can see Huff trying to get in position for a Tetris. Game not giving, so he's just going to bring this back down. Bring some order, or try to his stack. Getting a little out of hand. And Huff's going to top out at A42. So the target for Andy is A42. He's at 986. And he's under 40,000 points. That's about a Tetris. That's less than a Tetris. Andy's board getting complicated though too. Can he survive this and get the A43 that he needs? Long bar, yeah, couldn't keep that well open long enough to get the long bar, and this is not a gimme for Pixel Andy by any means. Can't get the long bar over, and Huff is gonna survive the chase down from Pixel Andy, and Huff is up 2-1. GG's. With the hover 3, both players ready. Let's go. Game 4. Huff up 2-1 in the finals for May 2022 Masters. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We have seen Andy down 2-0 in this very tournament earlier, but come back for a reverse sweep. So it is by no means decided here. That's why we play all 5 games, you know, if we have to. You can see that match on our YouTube channel. All right, Huff going to get a triple and then a Tetris. 78,000 here in the early goings of Game 4. Pixel Andy with a nice flat stack and a Tetris. And Gerald Freeman saying, I think we should switch back to BO3. You weren't even around then that we know of. See, this is what makes me think Gerald. Gerald knows too much to just be someone who came onto the scene 6 months ago. You know? He knows too much. All right, Tetris, Pixel Andy 205. Pumpy Heart says, I've never seen Gerald Freeman and Opox in the same room. Well, there's not enough room in a room for Opox and anyone else. You see how swole that kid is? Oh my God. Dude's ripped. 251 for Andy. Bang Tetris. 274. 244 Huffulufugus. All right, there's a Tetris for both. 323 Andy. There's another one, Andy. 346. 289 for Huff. Huff's got the 2 wide well in columns 9 and 10. And I'm just kind of filling it out when it makes sense. And Bang Tetris for Huff. 314. Kind of safe strats there. And Bang Tetris for Andy. I have seen Gerald Freeman and a giant baguette-shaped pillow in the same room before, though. So we know that he is not himself a large baguette-shaped pillow. $416 Pixel Andy. $362 for Huffulufugus. Vivi Liv says, is this the first CTM final for Huffulufugus? Yes, indeed, it is. All right, that L didn't make it all the way over to the left for Pixel Andy, but no problem. Happens a lot. And people just, they're going to build around it, and okay, I'll take care of it when I get another long bar later. There we go, the dirty Tetris for Pixel Andy, 487, and now another regular old Tetris, 510, so ahead by almost 80,000 points. $150 contribution from the GOAT, A Game Scout, who told me not to run his slides anymore because it was too cringy, I guess. And he won't give me a new slide. He's like, everybody knows my YouTube channel. You don't need to keep promoting it. Everybody knows it. He's too famous for a slide on CTM. Thank you so much, A Game Scout, for the $150 contribution to the prize pool. Locke says, Scout, save it for the wedding. Yeah, I guess Scout and Snow Golf Gal declaring their intentions to the world. 626 Andy. 536 Huffulufugus. I hope it was to the world. I don't know. I just saw it on Facebook. Maybe it was private. I don't know. Whoops. Sorry, Scout. Well, everybody here knows anyway. Huffulufugus transitioning into 19 at 584. Andy with a not great board, but easy enough to deal with here. Just needs the long bar down the right side. Will take the triple for the burn. And getting kind of a load of squares and no long bar. So Andy just kind of taking this down and getting droughted exactly when you do not need to. Another triple down the right side for Andy. 669. 663 for Huff. So Huff's been able to catch up considerably. And this is a legit drought here for Pixel Andy. Long bar comes when he can't use it. And there it is, finally. Well-timed long bar for Pixel Andy. 701, still in the lead by 10,000 points. Huff's going to Tetris and get those points back briefly into the lead. Pixel Andy already set up for that next Tetris. And bang, Tetris for Andy, 739. Huff getting up a little bit high on the board. And a jaggedy board it is. It's going to hang a piece. Huff is in scramble mode. And I don't know that Huff's going to survive. And Huff will not survive. Andy is ahead and will force a decider. A deciding game 5 for 45% of the marbles. All right, we got a ready from Huffulufugus and a Hover 3, which is a ready from Pixel Andy. It is a deciding game 5, as it should be here in the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for May 2022. Let us count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Thanks so much for the Prime resub, Messix17. We might have gone one game too long. I don't know if my voice can last. I've had an undisclosed illness for the last couple weeks. An undisclosable illness. I'm not allowed to say what it is on the internet, apparently. Didn't know that. All right, Huff, it's kind of early issues. Holy mackerel. Dog Watching Tetris has just gifted 25 subs to the Classic Tetris Monthly community. Thank you so much, Dog Watching Tetris. And I'll try to get through some of the names here in between calling the action. Huff's still looking for his first Tetris of this game. And there it is, finally, 29,000 for Huff. Andy, 69,000 through 13 lines. So you know MP. Tony Mock 97, Ogre from MT, VVIIV, Klim 44444, GG Fish and Chips, Tygon 1, Waffleman 12. You have all received gift subs thanks to Dog Watching Tetris. Huff getting a little bit high on the board. Finally gets the long bar and gets it over. Bang Tetris. Pixel Andy Bang Tetris 125, 84,000 for Huffulufugus. Huff going to bring this board down back to safety. Wallman 12, Enter 8282, Salmon Pants, Anthony Ho, Frantic Thumb, Phonetic Fanatic. I like that one. Scalpel 001, Sushi King, Zyle Elder. Fur of Kitten, hello. You have all received Classic Tetris Monthly subscriptions from Dog Watching Tetris. Skettleship, RFH 316, Huff Setup Column 2. I have to take a triple here, waiting for the long bars. Some very interesting placements and board states for Huff early on. Going to get that Tetris 131, 221 Pixel Andy. RFH 316, Marathon Benj, Rumsies, MLC, Mandalaser, Rockley Tetris, Nolly RS. So thanks so much to Dog Watching Tetris. Huffulufugus with a Tetris on the left well. And it's going to bring this back down just to get a good board. 162 Huff, 268 Pixel Andy. All right, Andy with the L spin. And he is Tetris ready. And Tetris for both. 211 Huff, 338 for Huff. Huff up by Andy up by 127,000 points. Tetris Andy 384 through 85 lines. Tetris for Huff 279 through 91. Level 5 Hype Train has been maxed out 190%. So there you go. Everyone will get their level 5 Hype Train emotes. Boy, I can't wait for those. $434 Andy, $325 Huffulufugus. Those gift subs really help support the channel, and a lot of it goes to our super streamers, the folks who stream the hopefuls, futures, and challengers circuit throughout the month, as well as those who help me do the uploads, and I don't know, it all helps. What I do know is this: I don't see any of it. It always goes right back into the budget. I just keep it there. in our special CTM bank account. Just sits there waiting for something. No, we got bit ladder now. I'll take it. $5.30 for Andy, $4.08 Huffulufugus. MKW, thanks for the Prime resub. That helps a lot. 2 months. Thank you so much. Into 19, Huff at 504. Now into level 20, actually. 601 transition for Pixel Andy. $5.54 Huffulufugus. All right, getting a little bit high in the middle. And there we go. Bring it back down. Tetris, $5.83 Huffulufugus within 100,000. Within 100,000 points. 611 Huff, 704 Andy. This is a decider, and we are right in the home stretch. Post 28. This played a minor factor. It did allow Huff to win game 1, but not much of a factor in the other games. Well, I guess in one of the games. Thanks for all the bits and subs and follows and support, everybody. 829 Pixel Andy, 741 for Huffulufugus. I've still got that brain fog they talk so much about as a symptom, so I don't even know where I am or what day it is. Pixel Andy 923, 805 Huffulufugus. There's a Tetris Huff, 838, back within 100,000 points. Pixel Andy gets a Tetris. Huff into level 26. Huff's board a little dirty there. That kind of L and that J will help a bit. It's a little bit dependent there. Needs a long bar to bring this down. Gets a long bar. Bang. Tetris Huff, 908. Andy, 997. Heyo Knight with the Prime resub. Thanks so much. Huff's board a bit dependent. And he's going to open up the right side. That should help him a bit. Needs to survive into 29 if he's going to have a chance, because Andy's at A68 through 27. Tetris for Huff, 959. Back by 109,000 points. Huff needs to make it into 29 and needs to chase down. So that square on the left will not help things, and he will need to recover from that. Gets the long bar, does not get it over. He gets the other one over to fix it. I don't know if Huff is going to survive, and he keeps hanging long bars on the left. Tops out at 1,000,000 points on level 29, and Pixel Andy will clinch the 2022 May Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Event Championship. He is your winner, now your 2-time winner. And the first time he's won in the big prize pool era. And it was a big prize pool indeed. Thanks so much to so many contributions. So we'll see if Andy wants to finish this. Andy has gotten a PB. He has set a record for the highest score beaten. People call it combined world record, blah, blah, blah. Highest score beaten is the real record. And we'll see if he wants to complete this. And we will we'll go along for the ride with him. Why not? He's won. Give the kid a victory lap. And it doesn't matter. It's going to go ahead and break it down. The winner of the tournament is Pixel Andy. It doesn't say Pixel Andy right there, but it's supposed to. But just imagine in your mind that Pixel Andy's name is right there below him. Congratulations to you, Pixel Andy. You have won the biggest event that happens every single month, and that is Classic Tetris Monthly, and you are the winner, a two-time winner. You're taking home a lot of cash. I'd ask you what you're going to do with it, but you can't talk to me right now, so there you go. And here is Dog playing Tetris, walking into the room and congratulating, or I don't know, is he congratulating? Is he taunting his brother? We don't know exactly. But there you go. Oh, there you go. So your first and either third or fourth place finisher. Here, we'll make this, get him in there. There you go, guys. Congratulations, Andy. You did it. You earned it. And couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Congratulations also to you, Huff, for your first appearance in the finals. And you picked a good time to do it. You know, good big prize pool. Thanks so much to everybody. Hey, everybody. This is your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.